Powerful and lovely star seeds, welcome back to another video. You must have likely heard of the 5D Earth, but might also be questioning whether it is real or not. It is a fairly new concept that doesn't get talked about much except within the spiritual community. Why isn't it talked about more by the media in a global level? Because you are currently having a 3D experience and 3D is very limited. All the systems taught you the way it is, and the way life works. 3D is very rigid and doesn't like change. But what if there was information missing? What if there is so much more to this reality than you could ever imagine? As you move into 4D, you will begin to see the illusions you were taught fall away. You will see that not everything you learned in school is true. You will begin to question your reality. 4D is all about seeing into a new perception of what is possible and shedding some of the beliefs you have been taught from when you were little. 4D is about unlearning that which you have learned in order to get to a higher truth. As you go through 4D and move into the 5D, your perception becomes much clearer. You have a new lens to see out of and things begin to make much more sense. You have probably felt at some level that information was missing, and you will discover more and more as you shift into the 5D. So, how do you know if you are moving closer to the 5D Earth? It might even feel like the opposite is happening, especially right now. I can assure you that what is happening is to move you further from 3D and close to 5D Earth. In this video, we will be dealing with 10 authentic signs that you are indeed moving closer to the 5D Earth. So many of us have already heard of the fifth dimension, but what is it actually? Fifth dimension is not places or locations, but levels of consciousness that vibrate at a certain rate. The higher we vibrate, the more dimensions we consciously experience. When we begin to rise in vibration and frequency, we are able to access wisdom stemming from the higher dimensions more easily and readily than those who are still vibrating at a lower speed. And while this has nothing to do with better or worse, because each soul is on the perfect path for them. Those who are on the front lines of the ascension process, ascending from third-dimensional reality to fifth-dimension reality, can often feel disheartened or lonely even to see a world reflecting back to them so much pain and suffering. 5D Earth is a different density of energy and completely new energy. Since 5D Earth is different, the laws of physics work differently, and you can do things that you can't in the 3D. These things include time travel, telekinesis, teleportation, telepathy, flying, walking through physical matter, and seeing beyond the veil. I know these ideas may seem a bit far-fetched. But if matter moves differently in a different density, then why wouldn't you be able to do these things? When energy moves differently, then other options are available to you. The experiences you will have in New Earth are much different than the experiences of the 3D. You will continue to grow and evolve your soul, but in a different way. It will be in a much more loving way and with less polarity. This is the normal stage of evolution, to move from certain experiences into new ones. Some people think this is far-fetched, but just as we evolve, our experiences evolve with us. Now, what does it mean to ascend to 5D Earth? Currently, we are living in a 3D reality, third dimension, and are moving to the 5D Earth. 3D is very dense, and it has a lot of heavy emotions. It has a lot of emotions that are lower on the emotional scale. You chose to experience all of this before you incarnated, so you knew what we were getting into, as much as it may not always feel good. Fourth dimension is the bridge between 3D and 5D, fifth dimension. It is where many realizations happen, and much unlearning happens as you begin to see more and more truth exposed. Right now, we are playing in 3D, 4D, and 5D and are not completely in one density. The Earth's heartbeat, which is measured through the Schumann resonance, has been steadily increasing, especially over these past years. This means that the energy on Earth is changing to a higher vibration. 5D is a lot higher energy and it vibrates higher than 3D. Things vibrate a lot faster in 5D and you can manifest a lot faster. 5D doesn't have any of those lower emotions like 3D does. 5D Earth isn't better than 3D Earth, it is just a different experience. An important thing to realize here is that the ones leading the way in the consciousness revolution are going to experience fifth dimensional consciousness before most or many others in their life. So, while our loved ones may still be stuck in cycles of suffering, it is our duty to maintain a sense of calm and lead the way silently and energetically for the beings who are going to begin their ascension process soon enough. If you have felt a strong spiritual impulse over the past several years or decades even, one that you can't deny or get away from even if you wanted to, you are most likely a wayshower into fifth-dimensional consciousness. You may have had an inner knowing for some time now that you are here for a reason, or on a mission of some sort. Here are the 10 authentic signs that proves you are already heading your way to the fifth-dimensional realm. Number 1. You understand everything is energy. In 5D you understand that everything is energy vibrating at a different rate. So, your hand is vibrating at a different rate than your computer, which is why they are recognized as two different things. Everything is energy. It cannot be created or destroyed, but you can change the frequency of that energy. Once you get to 5D you will be able to manifest anything you want in front of you almost instantaneously, eventually. It will take some time for instant manifestations, but they will continue to speed up as you move more into 5D. Number 2. When you are in the 5D earth you feel a deep need to connect with nature. If you feel a deep need to connect with nature you are moving into the 5D earth. You may want to get outside more and ground yourself to the earth and really feel the energy of Mother Gaia. You may even find yourself wanting to leave the city and get out into the country, or perhaps move to a smaller area. The craziness of everything in the city and of being indoors just isn't working anymore, and you really want to be outside and connect to the earth and everything it has to offer. Number 3. You feel a oneness. As you ascend higher into the 5D you feel a oneness with everyone and everything in the world. 3D is very much about separation and 5D is very much about oneness. You will begin to feel like you're connected to people more. You'll also feel connected to the earth, the trees, the sky, and animals. You feel that there is truly no separation. Number 4. You have more vivid or lucid dreams in the 5D earth. When you are moving more into 5D you may notice that you are having more vivid dreams and even possibly lucid dreams. You may be remembering your dreams a lot more and they contain much more detail than before. Your dreams are very much connected to your clairvoyance intuitive ability. Clairvoyance essentially means clear seeing. So, if you are having vivid dreams, that may be an indication that your clairvoyance is starting to really strengthen as you ascend higher into the 5D earth. If you notice a change in your dreams, then you are moving more into the 5D. It is a good idea to write them down as many of them contain messages for you. Number 5. Your psychic abilities are enhanced in the 5D earth. Your psychic and intuitive abilities are enhanced as you ascend. Part of ascension is turning on your gifts and intuitive senses. So, you may notice you're having more psychic experiences in whichever form they show up in. You may be able to connect to your intuition a lot easier, hear things that you never used to, experience more telepathy, and see things such as energy, auras, or spirit guides. Basically, your psychic abilities are enhanced and they continue to grow as you move more into the 5D. Number 6. Your old life is collapsing. As you shift your energy from 3D to 5D you may feel like your old life is collapsing. As you take in more 5D light energy, your 3D experiences will start to shift. Certain people and things will go away as you shift, and it may feel like your life is falling apart. I know this can be difficult, but understand it truly is for the best. When you come out on the other side you will be thankful for having the life you now have. You'll realize how your old life no longer serves you and how much better you feel in this new life and new energy. When you are in the middle of it you may think, why is my life falling apart and shifting so much when I am doing all this inner work? Isn't it supposed to get better? If I am raising my vibration, then I should feel better, and things should be going better. Trust that it is part of the process to move you from 3D to 5D. Just like a construction project tears everything down before it's rebuilt, the same thing happens to your life. It's crumbling in order to be rebuilt into something much more beautiful and more of what you want. Number 7. You feel lost in this world. This one seems like the opposite of ascension, but it's part of the process. At times you may feel really bad and lost as you shift to the 5D earth. Of course, you won't feel this all the time. But you may go through periods of feeling really down. This is because you are purging all the lower emotions that are contained in your body and mind. These emotions may have come from this lifetime or previous incarnations. They may not even be your stuff. Along the way you may have picked up on other people's beliefs and emotions, which is something empaths tend to do, that aren't even yours. Now is the time to let go of them as you move into the 5D earth. In order to move to a different higher emotional state, you need to feel those old emotions that are still hanging on. This is how you release them, by feeling them and letting them come up to the surface, and sending them to the light. While you are doing this, it probably won't feel good. But once you recognize that it is only here to be released, then it makes the process so much easier. So, if you've been doing the work and working on raising your vibration and healing yourself, and you all of a sudden feel really bad, this is probably why. Acknowledge the process and thank it for now finally moving out of you. Imagine it is being released out of you and sent to the light to be healed. Imagine letting go of everything that no longer serves you. Number 8. People are drawn to you more. As you raise your vibration and move closer to 5D Earth, people, animals, and children will be drawn to you more. Animals and children are very high vibrational, so if you are ascending to 5D, they are closer to your frequency and drawn to you more. People will also be more drawn to you because you are now more easily able to help them. Maybe you just went through something and overcame it, and they are drawn to you for that reason. Or your energy is more magnetic as you move to the 5D, which attracts people to you. Number 9. You experience synchronicities. If you notice that you are experiencing more synchronistic events, it is because you are moving closer to 5D Earth. A synchronicity is something that seems like a coincidence because it happens almost magically. But there aren't any coincidences in life. Your life is created from many things, including what you are manifesting, your soul's blueprint, your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, and your free will. Coincidences don't occur, at least I don't think so. If something seems like a coincidence, it is a synchronicity. A few examples of synchronicities are seeing repeating numbers, running into a friend in the grocery store by accident, being very close to being in an accident but because you were delayed by 1 minute you avoided it, turning on the radio to get the exact message you need, thinking of someone and then they contact you very shortly after, meeting the exact right person at the exact right time. If you are experiencing more synchronistic events, then you are getting closer to the 5D. You will notice these events become more normal and occur much more often as you move into the 5D. Number 10. You stop judging yourself and others in the 5D Earth. You have less ego in 5th dimension and only experience the higher emotions, so you don't tap into the lower ones anymore. You came to Earth to experience the lower emotions, but now the time is coming to an end where they are no longer needed for your soul's growth. Your higher self doesn't judge any emotion as good or bad. It sees it as neutral and as guidance to help you along your way. It's our human minds that judge these emotions as well as ourselves and others. In the 5th dimension, you don't judge others based on things such as race, religion, gender, beliefs, etc. You accept people for who they are and know that the differences make them unique and special. You also see this in yourself as well and don't judge yourself for being different. In the 5D, you know that we are all one and know that judging others is the same as judging yourself. You no longer have a need to do that. So, if you notice that you are having more compassion for others and less judgment, you are moving closer to 5D Earth. But how do you know this is true? If you are really connected with your inner self, your intuition, you will feel it happening all around you. You can sense and feel that things are no more as they seem. You have started to allow your inner guard to be your leader. You know it is already happening on a global level, because you are a spiritual being who is waking up to his or her true self. You will likely have a different experience than other people, or at least perceive it differently, and that is okay. Shifting to 5D can be like a roller coaster where you feel amazing one moment, and very sad the next moment. Trust that whatever is happening is ultimately happening for your highest good. Sometimes it can look like one thing is happening on the outside but turn out to be something completely different than what you thought when it fully manifests. Connect with your intuition and trust in its guidance. If something feels right and true, that is your soul telling you it is right for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to join the Star Seed community. It is totally free. Peace, love, and life.